here and it's changing the way we do everything. But along with convenience and increased productivity, there are dangers, including the ultimate danger, the end of all human life on Earth.
Tonight, a stark warning that artificial intelligence could lead to the extinction of humanity.
Could lead to the extinction of humans.
The end of humanity, ushered in not by pandemic, nuclear war, or climate change, but by the machines.
Dozens of industry leaders, including the CEO of ChatGPT creator OpenAI. The experts signed the statement, which says mitigating the risk of extinction from AI should be a global priority alongside other societal scale risks such as pandemics and nuclear war.
And just a few weeks ago, thousands of the world's top thinkers and engineers and entrepreneurs signed a petition calling for a 6-month pause on any AI development that's more advanced than GPT-4. Even the scientists creating AI are issuing dire warnings. Now, most of the public is not aware of this petition, the people who signed it, or what the risks of AI really are. And I think it's because apocalyptic movies like Blade Runner and Terminator and The Matrix are a big part of our culture. And when you hear that AI can take over and destroy the Earth, it sounds like science fiction. But this is very much science fact. Connor Leahy is an expert on AI safety.
This is complete and utter lunacy. Let me be blunt here. Even if you, dear listener, don't totally buy the existential risk thing, maybe you don't buy it, it's fine. But it is the case that the leaders of all the top labs, Anthropic, DeepMind, OpenAI, have been on the record saying clearly that they do think that there is a realistic possibility that these technologies will kill literally everybody, and they're doing it anyways.
The dangers aren't 50 years away. They are 5 to 10 years away. And we need to act now to prevent a disaster from happening. Geoffrey Hinton is called the godfather of AI. He's one of the pioneers of deep learning who developed some of the most important techniques used by modern artificial intelligence. But after 10 years as VP and engineer at Google, he stepped down. He wants to raise public awareness about the risks of artificial intelligence, and he felt he could only do that honestly if he wasn't being paid by a major corporation.
I think there's a lot of different things we need to worry about with these new kinds of digital intelligence. And so what I've been talking about mainly is what I call the existential threat, which is the chance that they get more intelligent than us and they'll take over from us, they'll get control.
Okay, so the people who know the most about AI, the people building it, are saying we have to slow down. And some researchers like Eliezer Yudkowsky think slowing down is not enough. He thinks we have to stop everything and shut it all down right now.
You might imagine that it gets a hold of some GPUs and it tries to build a backup for itself, writes the next version of itself and makes it even smarter. But maybe it can make itself smaller, more efficient. Maybe it can back itself up in multiple places in computers where you would not expect that there was an AI on board. Maybe it can find unknown security holes in a cell phone, in many varieties of cell phones. Start listening to human conversations, get more blackmail material.
But now that research has begun, will it really stop or even slow down? Well, just a couple of years ago, Putin gave a speech where he said, artificial intelligence is the future, not only of Russia, but of all mankind. Whoever becomes the leader in AI will become the ruler of the world. And leaders of China and the United States agree. A new arms race has begun and competition is fierce. OpenAI, Google, and Microsoft are investing billions into artificial intelligence. Apple just announced it will be joining the fray. Russia, China, and the United States are all rushing to achieve AI supremacy. Because no company or country wants to be left behind, technologies are being rushed to market and deployed before anyone really understands how they work, what they can achieve, or what damage they can do. Some researchers believe the key to our survival is teaching artificial intelligence morality, teaching it to know right from wrong.
If AI is going to learn morality from humans, we're screwed.
Oh, I agree. It doesn't matter who signs that petition. Research is not going to slow down. There are signatures on that letter from people who are receiving billions in funding and haven't slowed down one bit.
Rules for thee, but not for me.
Even if a company says they're slowing down and being responsible, do you really believe them? Do you trust them?
I do not.
But let's say every company and country on Earth agrees to slow down AI research and deployment, and they agree to work together with full transparency. What about rogue organizations, hacker groups, or cyber terrorists? A few weeks ago, OpenAI announced they'd be releasing a new open source language model to the public for free. So what then? Governments and militaries will argue they need to make AI more and more advanced to stay ahead of criminals and other bad actors. And businesses will push to release more complex AI products because consumers want them, and their shareholders demand it. Pandora's box has been opened, and there's no closing it now. The doomsday clock has already struck midnight, and nobody noticed. So what can we do? How can we protect ourselves from a technology that over 50% of researchers say can cause human extinction within 10 years? Practice living off the grid. Learn to shoot. Learn to hunt and fish. Learn to grow vegetables. But most of all, learn to hide. Because the next war is coming, and the enemy will have access to the most advanced weapons ever conceived. And all we'll have are sticks and stones.